Tyler Jackson, PlaySheetSports.com here, and I am joined by Max Simpson, quarterback of the Bluefield Beavers. Max, thanks for joining me today. You're coming in off a very, well, I consider a successful freshman season. Started a little bit bumpy, got better as the season went along. You guys finished your season in the quarterfinals. So I want to get to what you have done this past offseason. I've seen you working a little bit, I think, with Isaiah Valentine, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so talk to me about progression and getting a little bit better. Obviously, you want to do a little bit more than what you did your freshman year. So, what's kind of been the point of emphasis for you this year?
I've been focusing on my progression, starting from short, not just going deep this year. I'm trying to take some more checkdowns because last year I really wasn't focused on checkdowns. I was trying to go for the home run ball the whole time.
Gotcha. What would you feel like was kind of the hardest learning curve that you had to go through last year as a freshman?
That I'm not the best. Like uh, middle school, I was always the best. My arm always got me everywhere, but now in high school, you have to use everything: feet, hips, arm, brain, everything.
How early did you come to that realization?
Week one was a lot.
Now, those first 2 weeks were extremely tough. I think I had you 5 of 7 passing in your first 2 games of maybe 5 or 6 yards. And then game three, you just exploded, and you really needed to. 383 passing yards, the comeback, 19 points down in the fourth quarter. What do you feel like in that third game really clicked for you? Because it can be really hard for a young player to rebound from a start like that, but you rebounded extremely well.
It was challenging but easy at the same time. At the end of the day, we was already down and we had nothing to lose, so I just let it fly.
Now, coming back this year, you lost a lot of offensive linemen. You lost a lot of skill
Hmm.
players. Let's start with the skill players first. What have been your impressions of them throughout camp? I know you guys did some 7-on-7s this offseason. Who are some of the standouts, and what do we expect to see?
We got Pax, Jamaria Smith, Jaleel Jones, Jordan Hess, Tali Simon, and those guys are newer. We're all young, and I'm really excited to see what they do this year. They've been putting in work all off season, and I think they're ready.
Now you got a good backfield mate there too, in,
Hmm.
in Willis Wilson. From what I understand, there's a running back competition, and both those guys are really pushing each other. But I want to start with Willis because you both kind of really had a breakout game against Greenbrier East. Him a little bit more as a receiver. Obviously, he's a dynamic athlete. Just talk about the progression that you've seen him take because it looks like he's gotten a little bit bigger and bulked up this year, and you really kind of depended on him as a safety valve at times last year.
Hmm. I mean, he has gotten bigger, faster, stronger, but he's also been learning to make more cuts, maybe putting his shoulder down some more at times, in the gap and stuff like that.
Now I want to get to this offensive line. You have a lot of new players, a
Hmm.
lot of new starters there, and that can be a bit challenging because everything starts with them. If they struggle, everyone else struggles. So what have you seen from those guys? Because I mean, one of them might be new players, but they
Hmm.
they look pretty big. That's a pretty stout offensive line.
Yeah, they've been putting in work all off season. They've been training with Coach P, and he's been pushing them as much as he can. And they've been focused, locked in, and they've been uh, just ready. And Ethan Thompson has been. He's a sophomore returning. He started last year some games. He's been driving the line as hard as he can, giving them everything he got to lead by example.
Now you were the first. This is a very historic program. You're the first freshman quarterback to ever start. Any game, and you started all the games last year for them. Going into that Graham game, obviously you know the luster and everything around it. You grew up around it. What was it like as a freshman, kind of stepping on that field for the first time and kind of looking around and like, man, like this is a very very packed stadium.
It's actually very different because middle school, any other games isn't like that. You really have a real rivalry. Like you really don't like each other. There's a lot of pressure on the game. Whoever wins, you're gonna hear it for the rest of the year.
Gotcha. Now, what are your expectations coming in this season? You have personal goals. Obviously, their team goals, the standard at Bluefield's pretty high. But
Hmm.
what are you setting coming in?
I mean, our goal is always getting a ring, but this year I just want to finish strong and uh, just keep our head up all this year because we have a pretty tough schedule, and I don't have any personal goals. I just want to win.
Gotcha. Now, take me through this part. Who do you think is one player that we might not know right now, but by the end of the year we'll be like, that's a dude. That's a guy that we all kind of know. He's pushing for all state contention.
I don't really have one. I have Paxton Calhoun. He's a receiver, number 7, and Jeremiah Jones. He's a running back, linebacker. Y'all should hear their name. And you can't forget Ethan Thompson, number 52, at the line.
And I want to ask you, Fritz Simon's back as offensive coordinator. You didn't get a chance to work with him last year, but growing up, I'm sure you've heard the stories, everything he's done for these offenses. really, really, really good play caller, really good football mind. What have been your initial impressions of him coming back and helping with the offense?
He's really a genius at the game. So much stuff. Nothing we do is for pointless. Like last year, some stuff really wasn't translating, but this year, if we're doing it, it's going to translate to the game. He's already looking weeks ahead, know what we got to do, and putting game plan in.
Personally, obviously, he's done different things with different quarterbacks. Where do you feel like he's helped you the most?
He's helped me with my knowledge of the game, the progression and stuff, not taking deep every time, hitting the short stuff, because the short stuff's going to make the deep stuff pop open.
Gotcha. Well, Max, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today. Looking forward to seeing you guys. You open on August 29th, Mitchell Stadium against Graham. The annual Beaver G-Men game should be a lot of fun, so I appreciate it.